And welcome back to Florida Racing and the NHRA. We are here for week 14. We're going to double check everything looks pretty good here. Exit out of that. Let's go to our first race of the day. I can see our fluid there nicely laid down for a burnout area. There we go, getting those tires nice warmed up. Alright, get into the car here. Shift back into first gear. Slow roll up. Nicely down on the burnout. So we've been making some good moolah. But what we need is a red light. That's right, so we red lit there. So we're going to win the race, technically. That's all we needed, but it was a nice test pass, so we got that, so that's good. Nothing major. But yeah, there you go, 10-0-67, so technically red lit the light, so not sure how that does everything, but either way, good run.
Races already so far this season, and this one was...
Yeah, we discounted there because of the red light, but you know what, we gotta run. Felt the car out, and it feels pretty good. So now we got to qualify. And we're allowed a red light, just as long as it's not during qualification. Check out everything in here. Everything looks nice and clean. So let's get this car down the drag strip here. Those tires nice warmed up there. Let's see what we can do with our one qualifying pass here. Yeah, that's not red light this time, please. There we go.
Amazing performance on the track this round.
Alright, not sure what we did there, but luckily we did not red light. We had a pretty good reaction time, a little bit slow, but not too bad. But no red light this time, which is nice. Take a look there, and we were able to win with that. Technically, the guy next to us had a faster time, but still, we were able to make it do there, which is that's a good thing. That's good cause there. All right, so we're going to skip a race here. Gonna go ahead and take a look, go ahead and swap out our tires. While we're here, we're also gonna take a look at where we are. We're currently 14th, currently 5th in the time. So that's good. Skip another race. Double check where we are, still 14th, so we should make it into the show, and we do. We make it into the main event here at Phoenix, I think. Tuscany, right? Yep, Tuscan Jaguar. So let's see what we can do here against Thomas Buckley in the very beautiful super modified truck there. The thing looks awesome. Getting those tires heated up there. There we go. Got them cooled off enough. They were a little bit warm. Let's see what we can do here with the car. Hopefully not roll through the beams. That would be awful.
Both drivers will be looking to make easy work of their opponent in the first round.
I meant that I thought I read that, luckily not. Had the correct car's position there too. And we were able to beat the truck. We go on to the next round, I think. But yeah, I thought for sure we'd red lit there for a second, but luckily, just over that. That was tight. Definitely tight. And there we go, pole shot win. Because of that excellent reaction time, we beat the truck. That is awesome. Got some yellow signals on the car, but other than that, not too bad. Taking a look at the car next door. Those tires warmed up. Yeah, a little bit cooler than we've done before, but that's okay. Nice and easy to the line here. There's a beam. There's a beam. A little bit slow on the start, not too bad. Not even looking over there. It looks like he's going to get it. That's fine. We made it to another round of the main race. And so that's huge for us because that's going to help us points-wise and also probably a better payout as well. We'll find out here. Yeah, he was able to get us pretty easy there. Oh, we actually had the faster time, so if I'd had better reaction, we probably would have been able to beat him there. So that's cool. So that's how close it was. I didn't realize how tight this race was. That is insane here. So we'll see if we can watch this to the end, how tight it was. Because this should be pretty interesting. How tight this race was all the way from the very start. It really is a good looking race car. I like it. And of course we got the accent there for the body panel for the Dodge, so it just looks really, really cool. See how close this race was. Yeah, so he had better reaction time. We got better roll off the line though. But then at the end, he's just able to really get past us really, really good. But we kept him pretty tight there, all things considered, so not too bad. Nice race. But there we go. We actually made it to the quarterfinals, which is huge for us. Let's see here. Got good experience. And we did get a bigger payout, so that works out really, really good for us. Alright, now we're taking a look at the garage, and I believe, yes, everything in R&D has been completed for the weeks that we were running. We're going to go ahead and work on our gear shift, transmission. Going to get that worked on, and we're going to get our... Do we need more grip? Going to go ahead and work on some more grip there. So we got two new things going on. We got transmission and we've got tires getting worked on. So transmission will get done first and we can start another R&D. Expensive, but we need to get more of that going on. So next up is... I'm not sure what the next event is. Let's see here. Pacific Raceways. Alright, that should be good. Let's go see what we got. Test pass time. Alrighty, week 15. We are in the morning. Got the car here. We've got some new upgrades to our car as well. So we're going to find out how those work here as we go against Manual Cookie, I think is what his name is. Trying to see where this fluid is for the burnout. There it is. Yep, pretty good burnout, good tire temperature. Back up to the line here. There's the beam. Get the next beam, there we go. And slow, not bad. Then red light, this is just a test pass to see where we are speed-wise. Car feels pretty good. Looks like the guy's going to beat us there pretty easily, I think. We'll find out here. But good run, all things considered. We kept up with him. So upgrades really helping out. There's probably something with tuning once we really get everything upgraded that will help us out with really being able to go up against these guys. But yeah, there we go. So 10, 324. So we got upgrades, but top speed's still lacking. So we got to work on probably some tuning for that. But still, car did really good. There's aerodynamics still to work on, more grip, so there's always options to upgrade the car and get it better, so we're still working on that. Alright, so just in test session, we were third quickest there. And so now we're on Saturday in qualifying here. Gonna check out everything. Everything looks good on the pots, so we will go ahead and send it and get ourselves a qualifying run here. Alright, let's find our fluid. There we go. Fluid has been found. Got it warmed up. There we go. 178, a little bit cooler, not too bad. Get the gear, shift it back forward. It would be nice if you could remove all the prompts on the screen. That's still something on this game that's annoying, but you can kind of preempt it a little bit and do what you want to do without it controlling your life, which is nice. Nice run so far. Come on, go. Come on, come on.
What an amazing race that was.
We might have beat her. I'm not sure. I think we need to work the somehow we need to get some better top speed. I'm not sure how to do that. We'll have to look at gearing and whatnot. But definitely something with some better speed would be nice. And actually we win that pretty handily, both on reaction time and the actual time down the track. Did pretty good. A little bit slower though. She had better speed at the end there. So that's what we gotta fight against, is trying to get ourselves. Oh yeah, look at that. We got first fastest. That is insane there. Alright, we'll double check here. We get go ahead and swap our tires out. Everything else looks to be in relative good condition. And so we will head on through here. We would double check where we are qualifying. We're still third fastest, so that's good. And we head on into race day. Once again, locked in. And we're saving the moolah that we need. And getting the race day without a whole lot of effort, which is really helping us in the financials.
The next event in the NHRA Camping World Drag Racing Championship Series is kicking off.
Alright, get ourselves up here. There we go. A little bit more into the fluid and let the tires eat it up. You gotta let it run out there a little bit so you can cool those tires off. So that's where that helps out really good. Roll on up to the line here, and we will get our first run of race day taken care of. Will we win it? Probably not. I think we'll kind of probably lose this one, unfortunately. Just feed in there. Ooh, good reaction time. Really, really good reaction time there. Don't even want to look over.
What a race we just saw.
Ooh, we might have won it. We didn't get the race is over type thing, so I think we might have just won that race there. That would be cool. Alright, we actually won it. Sweet. Just by having a faster reaction time. So once again, we go to the quarterfinals because of being able to do that. That is sweet. So going to the quarterfinals here. That's awesome. Double check everything. Everything looks pretty good. We did have a light on the transmission, so we'll go ahead and just repair that. A little bit of an expense that we didn't want to do, but just to make sure that we are ready here. Everything else seems like it's doing pretty good, though. Here we go, quarterfinal. And when the light here, nice and bright, it'll be a little bit warmer. There we go, get into that burnout water. A little bit cooler of a tire, not too bad. Ourselves roll back up to the line here. Make sure we don't roll through, don't want to do that. There we go. Alright, here we go. Slow reaction time. Yep, so they're going to win. Once again, we made it to the quarterfinals, which is huge for us to be able to have that going on.
And it wouldn't be possible without our great NHRA fans. Thanks for coming out, folks. We'll see you next time.
Exactly. All right, good time. Reaction time could have been much, much better. We actually might have done even better there, but still, good race, all things considered. Definitely liked that. Alrighty, here we are, South Georgia Motorsport Park. I think that's it. Yep, Motorsports Park. Very good. Here we are, ready to go. Let's head on out to the track, and for some reason we skipped the race, so we're going to have to do the one a little bit later in the afternoon. Did not mean to do that, but here we are. Let's see where this route is. There it is. There we go. Alright, we'll see what we can do here. Rolling up, rolling up, rolling up. Just doing a test run here. Ooh, nice reaction time. Yeah, still seems like we have top speed somewhere in the car, and we just can't quite get at it. So we need to work on that. Mess around with like a final gear and see what we can do with that. We did win there, but it just seems like there's more speed in this car than we can get to for some reason. Alrighty, first qualifying race of the day. We're gonna see what we can do. Did a little bit of a update to the car, so we'll see how that does. Get it rolled up to the line here. Nice and easy up to the line. There you go. Not a bad reaction time, all things considered. Let's see what our qualifying time is here. Seems like we're actually slower there, which is interesting. We'll double check and see what all's going on with that. Alright, double check here. So, faster time, slower top speed. Interesting. That is very, very, very interesting. Place our tires here. Everything else looks pretty good, so we're going to skip a race. Skip a race. Skip a race. And we're in race day. Nicely done. Let's see what we can do here. Right up against Barbara Jennings once again. Get our car ready and rolling. Got a little bit of issue with the gear, looks like. Alright. In the burnout water. I'm gonna have some colder tires, unfortunately, because I missed my shift back to reverse, unfortunately. So that's going to hurt us a little bit here.
Even though this is a first round race, I know that these two are going to give it absolutely everything. What an amazing race that was.
And apparently we just won it. I was pretty sure we were going to lose it, all things considered, but apparently we won that race. Is sweet, because the race weekend's not over. Alright, there we go, whole shot. So we did get it done with the reaction time. That is sweetly done. Looks pretty decent. So we are going straight to the next round. We're going up against the truck. We have beat him before. So can we do it again? I think we can. There we go. Now we got tires that are pretty well warmed up here. Rolling up to the line.
Both drivers are lining up, readying themselves for the green light to come on. Let's see who will advance on to the next round.
Alright, good reaction time. A little bit slower, but not too bad. And I think we might have just made it into the semifinals. First time we've done that. We're gonna. I think Florida Racing is gonna really like South Georgia Motorsports Park Oh yeah, look at that. Nicely done, handily done. A little bit slower on the top speed, but still making it work here. That is insane. Alright guys, we are in the semi-finals here. We're gonna go ahead and swap out our tires, and we're also going to repair our transmission. Everything else still looks really, really good. Let's head to the semi-finals here. Track's getting a little bit cooler. Get those tires warmed up. If you guys haven't checked out the merch shop, you can do that. We got the Florida Racing Gary the Gator merch, so you can check him out. Pretty cool looking design. Right, pretty consistent reaction time there. A little bit slower, not too bad. Oh, good night. We're in the finals. We are in the finals, people. That is huge. I doubt we will win it, but we have made it to the finals. Man, that's cool. We did it very handily. Wow, nicely done there by our team. We are in the final. That's awesome. Alright, for the final race, we did have to do some upgrades. Or not upgrades, but just repairs, making sure that the engine's good and ready to go. So we will find out what we got going on here. There we go, in the water. Get those tires heated up there. Going up to the line. Be a really bad time to roll through the beams, I can tell you that right now. Alright, good reaction time. Did we win? I think we might have won. Maybe not, though. We're gonna find out. Oh, I think we got a Wally. We might have just won. We won the event at South Georgia Motorsports Park. Awesome. Alright, we gotta watch this race. Let's see what happened here. Alright, good reaction time from our team. Pretty tight, all things. Oh, the car got loose. That's how we won this. Is that we probably would not have won it if they had not gotten loose. That is how we won this race. That's awesome. And that helps us get the 7th in the points standings. That is huge for our team, and we get $20,000 out of the weekend. That is huge. That is some huge moolah for the team. That is awesome. Alrighty, so week 17, I think we did, what, week 14, 15, and 16, so that's pretty good. Let's take a look at where we are, R&D. One more week before we get our new transmission upgrade, and we got 2 weeks before we get our new tire upgrade as well. What do we got on the... What's on the schedule here? Yeah, but we're 7th in the standings. That's huge for us. Sponsors, they seem to be pretty happy. Hall of Fame, we got one Wally right here, which is super cool. Team, I was trying to see what the... oh, what is it? Schedule is. Here we go. So next up, Lucas Oil Raceway, Atlanta Dragway, and Summit. And then we got a few more there. Sweet. Alright, well that was a really good weekend. So anyways, guys, if you haven't already checked out the Florida Racing merch, you can check it out in the links down below. And if you want to support the team, you can look at becoming a channel sponsor or the Florida Racing sponsor. You can get your name shown off at the end of all Florida Racing videos. Anyways, guys, that is it for us today. Hopefully you liked. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.